Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Mandy and I like to talk about makeup panning, nail polish, and all things beauty. Today I have my update for my Pan Those Eyeshadows, so if this is something you're interested in, then hit the subscribe button and stay tuned. Alright, I decided to do Pan Those Eyeshadows because I have a lot of eyeshadows that don't have pans in them. I started this year with 19 pans out of 319 eyeshadows, giving me a pan percentage of 5.69%. I started this project last year because of this, so that is how I've been doing. Last update, I rolled in 2 new prompts. Alright, I am working on 5 randomly selected shades from palettes and 1 single, so 5 shades in total. Last month my single was almost done. I had 2 uses left before meeting my goal of 26 uses or pan, and I decided to roll in another shadow to take its place. I got all that all out of order, but I think you understand the premise. So this is what the color story was looking like last month. This is the single from Natasha Denona. They're all Natasha Denona singles, shades that have been depotted. This was one I called Mink, and I had 24 out of 26 uses last month, so I rolled in this one to replace it. So let's talk about how I've been doing, starting with the one that's been in the longest. This is from my Pink Star palette, and I am working on this shade right here, which is very light because it's a very powdery shade. It is called Sour, and it is right there, and I have a lot of progress. There is a dip in there, but it's hard to tell. Maybe you might be able to see it. I will put up pictures of what it looked like last month and this month. I don't think there's going to be much change. The dip might have gotten deeper, but at the last update I had used it 17 times, and over the last month I have used it 9 more times, bringing me to 26 uses. So I've met my goal on that one. It's not a very pigmented shadow. I do have to apply a lot of it to get it to show up. I am wearing it today. It is in my crease and up on my brow. But I am happy to have that out. This is a quite large palette. And I decided I have been rolling out all of my palettes once I hit a pan or use a shade in the project for the 26 times. But since this is such a large palette, it is my largest palette actually, I think, in number of shades, I decided to leave this in. But it is rolling out for now. That shade is done. The next shade I had brought in was my single that I talked about at the beginning. This is one I've named Mink. I don't know the original names of these because, like I said, these are all Natasha Denona's, and they were depotted and gifted to me. But I called this one Mink, and I had 24 out of 26 uses last month, and this month I was able to use it those last 2 times, and so it is also rolling out. Alright, then we have the next shade that I came in. Oh, I got something on my finger from something. Alright, the next shade in the project I rolled in April, and it is from the BH Cosmetics Venom palette. And I rolled in this shade here called Biter. It is a black with a lot of sparkly shimmer in it. And it is right here on my hand, so you can see it has all those silver sparkles. It is a nice shade. It makes a nice liner. It also makes a nice outer corner, and it also makes a nice all over the lid for a dark shimmery look. At the last update, I had used this 11 times since bringing it in April, and over the last month I have used it 5 more times, bringing me to 16, so I have 10 more uses left to go or hit pan. And there is a nice dip in there, but I don't know how deep these pans are, so I don't know if I'm close to pan, but I don't think I am. But if I continue using it as a liner with a precise brush, I might be able to hit pan. That's staying in. I am wearing that today in along my upper lash line. Then I also in April I brought in the Lost in Los Angeles palette, and the shade that was randomly selected in here is called LAX, and it is this bright blue down here. These are very pigmented shadows, and I really do enjoy it, and that is what LAX is looking like right there. It has a nice big dip in there, and I feel like this one, I feel like we're getting close to hitting pan. I don't know how deep the pans are, again, but I feel like this is a significant dip, and I feel like I might be able to hit pan in the next month. So at the last update, I had used this 9 times, and since then I've used it 7 over the last month. Used it quite a bit. I pair it with Sour, the green, a lot. I am wearing it today, but it kind of got covered up and blended in with everything else. It is on the outer half of my lid. And I said I used 7 times, so I'm up to 16 uses, so 10 more uses left to go on that one as well. And then last month I brought in the randomly selected the Trendy In Tokyo palette, also from BH Cosmetics. I have a lot of BH Cosmetics. I like them. In this palette, we randomly selected the shade Shrine, which is this dark yellow, and there it is swatched at the bottom of my hand. It is also a very pigmented shadow. I do have it on the inner half of my lid. I guess it ended up being the inner third. And I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this because it is quite a bright yellow, but I have been able to apply it lightly in my crease and in the inner corner. And yeah, it's not bad. Yellow is not one of my favorite colors, so not bad. But since bringing it in last month, I have used it 5 times this month, so that means we have 21 more uses left to go. A lot of uses. It's a lot of uses. And then, like I said last month, earlier, that I brought in another Natasha Denona single, and this is from the small pans, and this guy here. When I brought it in, I thought it was just a charcoal satin, but if you look in the light, it kind of has a blue, but it's also, when I put it on my eyes, it's more of a green. It swatches pretty much like a charcoal. So I don't know if it just adapts to whatever I'm wearing it with. I did have it in the outer corner to deepen up my look. So it just, I guess, depends on the lighting you're in or what you're wearing it with, but it's probably, I'd say, like a deep teal or charcoal. Really pretty. It does have a nice little dip in it. I feel like I've worked on this in the past a little bit, but it does have a nice dip. I've used it 6 times, mainly as a dark outer corner darkening up, and it is more of a satin finish, so it doesn't have a high impact. So this look and turns out being quite a matte look because there aren't any high impact, and I didn't want to use anything that's not in this project. So I have named this one Python because of that kind of dark blue, green. So it reminds me of, like, you know, a jungle snake and its coloring. So all that to say, that one's staying in. So we have the Mink front rolling out, which I've already replaced, and then Sour. So I only get to replace one, and it's going to be a randomly selected palette, so give me a moment to get everything ready and we'll see what we get. Alright, so I have my Spin the Wheel app with the remaining eyeshadow palettes in my collection. So counting the Pink Star and the Galaxy Chic, which have already been in, I still have my single potted shadows and 1, 2, 3, 4 more palettes that have not been into this collection or into this project. So let's see what we get without the glare. There we go. Alright, it is a new palette. It is my Lethal palette, which is just singles. So we'll remove that and I'll grab that palette and then we'll randomly select a shade in there. Alright, so this is my little Lethal Build Your Own palette, and these are the shades I have in here. So I have a silver shimmer, a lavender matte, a purple shimmer, a teal turquoise shimmer, a dark teal or mid-tone teal matte, and a light aqua sort of shimmer satin. So we have 6 shades to choose from. I programmed 1 through 6 on Spin the Wheel, or the tiny decisions. Number 2. Okay, so going across 1, 2. That is going to be the matte. Let me see if I can pop that out and tell you what shade that is. Alright, I was able to pop that out. This is the shade Sequence, so let me swatch everything we have here. Alright, so this is our color story. Now we have Biter from the Venom palette, LAX from Lost in Los Angeles, Shrine from the Trendy in Tokyo, Python from Natasha Denona, and now Sequence from Lethal. Very colorful with a couple pops of dark. So yeah, we'll see what looks I can come up with this. I do have 1 shimmer in another project and 1 satin. So yeah, those might work together, and that's going to be it. So I have this as a single. I'm going to pop it into my traveling palette. Now let's talk about pan percentage. So at the last update, I had 22 pans in my collection of 319 shadows, giving me a pan percentage of 6.89%. I recently was cleaning up and found a bunch of Natasha Denona shades that I had decluttered out of my collection, culled out of my collection, and in them I found one that I went, why did I declutter this? So I decided to bring it back in, and it is this shimmery blue sparkly thing. I've named it Ice. I didn't put a tag on it yet, but that's what I've named it as. So now I have 320 official shadows I am working on. I also have the other shades in palettes that I'm thinking I'm going to try and franken into shades I would use. Most of them are sort of orangey toned shades that I am not a fan of and I wouldn't like. So I'm thinking of trying to franken them in the future. But let me know if you think I should add those into my collection as part of my number of pans, because currently they're not. Or if you should think I should wait until I franken them into something usable, then add them in, but let me know. But I have been using this one. It is a nice icy blue. I've been using it as a brow bone highlight in inner corner. So that brings my number of pans currently in my collection that are actually being used or usable to 320, bringing my pan percentage down just slightly to 6.88. I did not hit any pans in this project, and I did not hit any bonus pans in my other projects panning. So yeah, that is where we're at. My goal is to try and get to 10% by the end of the year, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. So yeah, anyway, this is the color story I'm going to be working on. Hopefully we'll hit some more pans, or I'll hit some more pans. You aren't going to help me. But I would like you to give me your feedback on what I should do with all those shades that I've kept for frankening. I haven't done anything with them yet, but I'm waiting for inspiration. Just because right now I don't think I have anybody to pass them on to. And I'd rather try and make them work for me. And so, yeah. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, I would appreciate it if you did that while you're here. And until my next video, don't forget to take care of yourselves. Stay true to you. And I love you, no matter who or what you are. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.